So I'm
Now,
told.
the thing about Rondo of Blood is I have technically played it before for about 2.5 hours, maybe 3 hours at most. And it was one singular stream. I did this almost a year ago. I don't really remember a whole lot. I remember liking it. I remember thinking, oh, this is pretty neat. This is pretty cool. It has really good music. And then I completely memory hold most of it. And that was how that went, because I just didn't stream a lot in October. So
Woof.
I don't remember much of what I did in October of last year. So that's where we're at with that. So it's mostly blind. I've seen, like, some stuff on people's streams and stuff, but, you know, it's kind of... I don't absorb all that very well when I watch somebody else play a game.
I know what you mean.
It tends to kind of gloss over my brain a lot of the time.
Yeah, it goes in one ear and out the other. That's how it is for me, too.
Yeah, it's an interesting kind of thing. A bit like Memento, yeah, a little bit. Yeah,
I see.
It seems to be most people's favorite, for, like, the classic Vania stuff, at least. It's a lot of people's favorite. People get a good kick out of it.
I wasn't expecting how loud that song was compared to the others.
Yeah, it certainly is a bit on the loud side. I can always drop it down. Wow, now it's more quiet. It's like magic.
Sorry for being such a demanding guest.
It's okay. My audio is mostly amazing, except when it isn't. I work with what I've got here. Could have laughter? Maybe, perhaps. So, yeah. My friend Sarah, what have you been up to lately? Tell me about yourself.
Oh. Is there anything to know about me? Am I a person? Am I real?
I think you might be real. I heard that you might have made some video games or something, and maybe you've, like, you know, been friends with me for at least a couple years. Something like that.
I work for Exceed Games. I am a retro VTuber and Twitch partner. What I've been up to, professionally, I've been working on the No More Heroes 1 and 2 PC patches, but as a streamer, I've streamed Castlevania lately. I started Resident Evil 1 Remake recently.
Yeah. I actually caught some of your VOD of that because you inconveniently streamed it when I was streaming at the same time.
Sorry.
I was trapped in Scooby-Doo hell, and
I heard.
And you were playing one of my favorite games. This happens. But last night I watched about, like, 30 or 40 minutes of your VOD, and I was like, this is really funny, and I'm glad that she opened the door at the beginning of the mansion.
The exit, yeah, the quote-unquote exit, the entrance.
Yeah. But basically, for those of you who may not be familiar with what I do here, I also do play a lot of retro games. Sometimes I play something new, sometimes. And I do a very ill-advised thing where I am beating every GameCube game. So I recently did game number 29, and it's been an interesting time. And for those who would like to see
necessary force.
What I've done here, I have a Google Doc that shows everything that's been done. So what's not done, what's been done, what's been shelved. So
Yeah.
it's a pretty, I would consider, pretty well put together document. Gives most of the relevant information you'd like to know. So
That's what matters.
That's what matters. So it's been pretty cool doing the challenge. And that's when Wake Up breaks. There. You can do it. I believe in you. There you go.
Wake Up just never let me down, but for some reason, all the technical issues come out of the woodwork for you.
They certainly do. They certainly do. I am very much like Dan Video Games Gigaboots, where I tend to have these problems. They just kind of arrive. Now, when it comes to Scooby-Doo, because that's the last one I did, right? Scooby-Doo is a very interesting game because it does a lot of things that I do like, but it's kind of like very not thought out fully. It's kind of like, you know, it's a 3D Metroidvania game where you play as Scooby-Doo, and the problem is that when you don't have a real functional map, that's when things become a bit of a nightmare with these games. Because, you know,
it still baffles me that you play the entire game as Scooby-Doo. How do you have a game of Scooby-Doo and you only play as the dog? Like, I'm not throwing shade on dogs when I say that. It's just that Scooby-Doo is an ensemble cast kind of show to begin with. Like, it's got, you know, the main 5.
They show
6.
up. They show up in cutscenes, and occasionally you will see them in, like, gameplay very briefly, where the only other person in gameplay you see is Shaggy, right? So Shaggy, his role is to throw Scooby-Doo up into higher places, or vice versa. Scooby-Doo sometimes throws Shaggy up other places. Now, you never directly control Shaggy. It never happens. But he is there on occasion. It's very interesting, but otherwise you're always literally Scooby-Doo forever.
That's wild.
Yeah, and the thing is the game does have effort put into it. Like, it has some nice animations, some goofy stuff that's kind of amusing. I think mainly what kind of fell apart for me with the game is, particularly once you get to, like, the last half of it, which this is like a 10-hour game almost.
Okay.
You have to rely on going back to a lot of previous areas, like, very frequently. And the map is, like, just, like... It's really bad. It doesn't really tell you much of any useful information and doesn't show you anything. Like, it just shows you these are areas that you load into, but it won't tell you, like, what any of it looks like, and there's no mini map or anything. So you're kind of
incredibly helpful.
You're kind of just guessing what it is you're trying to find. If it had a functional map, I think the game would have been a lot better. But otherwise, the game kind of ended up getting super strange because in the last few hours of it, it turned into Crash Bandicoot 1, where it basically wants you to do super precise 3D platforming in, like, basically a Crash Bandicoot perspective a lot of the time.
Oh boy.
So, like, it really wanted you to just do, like, very precise stuff. So the game got really, really hard.
Oh, man. And I thought dealing with Crimson Heads was bad.
Yeah, Crimson Heads are delightful, though, because it's a lot of resource management and strategy, you know? Like...
I feel like I would appreciate the concept more if you didn't need 2 item slots to burn a zombie. And, like, as Chris, sure, it's only 1 slot, but he has less item slots to begin with, so...
Okay, the thing is, I guess it kind of, in some ways... The main thing about that game that I found is that it mainly wants you to... I guess, like, the idea was resource management of decide what to use for fuel for burning zombies or whatever, right? Whichever ones that you feel are going to be a problem. So I think kind of their idea behind it was that you would make, like, your own routes in the mansion, you know? And you would avoid the problem areas where you know that there either would be a Crimson Head or just enemies that you didn't bother killing at all, right? I think that was their concept behind it. I liked it well enough because I think it's, like, amusing, right? Like, I think the idea is very amusing and trolly to the player. So it was like, I got a really good kick out of it personally, where it was like, wow, it's what a twist, right?
Basically, I think the idea is good. I just feel like it's too many item slots for something like that. That's all.
Sure, I understand. It's part of
So
what makes Chris so difficult, right? So
yeah. Basically, I feel like if the kerosene just counted as ammo for the lighter and like went into the same item slot like it does for gun ammo, that would be fine for me. I would like that.
Understandable. I get you. How'd you find that upscale mod you were using? Did they make a new one?
It was just on Nexus. Yeah, it's new. It's from like May of this year, somewhere around there.
Oh, okay. Because I didn't know there was a new one. The only one I saw was like from 6 years ago.
Yeah, it looks way better than the old one, doesn't it?
I should hope so. That's kind of what I was noticing.
It really brings out how gorgeous the game is, I think. And it is an absolutely gorgeous game.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the nicest looking games out there for horror. It's quite an outstanding one.
Yeah, I was surprised.
Yeah, and the atmosphere, like with the sound design, is immaculate. It's insanely well done. It is unfortunate though that it does not have the full absurdity of the original when it comes to the cutscenes and dialogue.
Right.
It's still there, but it's definitely not to that level of just ridiculous.
Yeah, I was sad about that, although at least the Jill sandwich line is almost still there. He's like, you almost became a sandwich.
Exactly. Probably from their perspective, they didn't want to retread old ground, I guess, right?
Right.
Because then you're doing a remake, it's like, I guess you want to be different, right? So that's kind of what they were thinking, I guess.
I feel if they inevitably remake it again, they should put the memes back in, though.
Yeah, that would be nice. I think they probably will remake it because it's like been over 20 years or something.
Yeah.
So I think it's inevitable.
I'll be really sad if it gets another remake before Code Veronica gets even one, though.
Yeah, Code Veronica needs it a lot more than most of the other Resident Evil games would.
Code Veronica is not the best Resident Evil, but like it's so close to being one of the best Resident Evils. A remake would do so much for it.
Yeah, it's a very long game. Code Veronica is like one of the few main lines I've not personally played, but I know the whole story basically because I used to watch people speedrun it a bit and like do other stuff with it.
Right.
Gameplay-wise, I'm very fuzzy on it, just due to the way my brain works with this stuff, but I do know the story of Code Veronica, and it's like, yeah, definitely could use some improvements and tweaks, for sure.
The gameplay is pretty close to Resident Evil 2. You can tell that it was being developed at the same time as Resident Evil 3 because none of the changes from Resident Evil 3 are in it, and the couple of minor changes the Code Veronica itself made are not in Resident Evil 3.
Right. Yeah, Resident Evil 3 is a real funny game because it really felt like you should have flipped those, right? Like, Code Veronica should have been 3, and... Yeah.
It feels that way in every regard.
Yeah, 3 just kind of exists. Like, I love 3. 3 is definitely one of my more favorite Resident Evil games, but it's really not, like, particularly relevant to much of anything. It's just kind of there, and it's really fun. And that was pretty much it.
Yeah, I like Resident Evil 3. It just doesn't deserve to be called Resident Evil 3.
Yeah, it is a weird freak of a game indeed, Millennial. It's 3 has some ideas that I do wish that they would use again. Like, the whole Nemesis concept is really fun, and the randomization of some of the like items and stuff is fun.
Right.
There was a lot of really cool ideas from 3 that they unfortunately never really revisited.
I liked the idea of puzzle solutions being randomized to some extent, and that you have to figure out like the puzzle even if you've played the game before. Yeah,
it's really fun. I'm definitely at some point overdue to play more Resident Evil stuff on stream. And I think I've already mentioned it maybe on stream before, but I do have one Resident Evil game I'm doing for the challenge through this month. So I'm basically rationing them out strategically for October. These
That makes
these
sense,
games.
but which are you doing?
I'm gonna be doing 2. So I'm gonna be
Okay,
doing
the
Resident
best
Evil 2.
Resident Evil game.
Yes, I'm gonna be doing that one. And the way that I'll be doing that is just like the like one like canonical route, which if I recall correctly is you start with Claire A and then you finish with Leon B.
Yeah, that was canonical, but now as of Resident Evil 4 remake, I believe Leon first is canonical instead.
Yeah. But in the original game, it's what makes sense in the storyline.
Right.
So I kind of want to go through it that way, even though I don't really have to for the challenge. I just kind of want to play the full game. So that'll be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to that. Your eye. I know. And I also the other spooky game that I'm going to be doing is Casper Spirit Dimensions.
Casper, huh?
Yeah, so fun fact about GameCube spooky horror games, right? If you ever look at lists or stuff of what people say is like, you know, oh, here are some spooky games you can play on the GameCube. Nobody talks about Casper. Nobody talks about spirits and spells. They don't talk about any of these games, and somebody's got to play them, you know? Like they always say, oh, Resident Evil, Geist. There's a Buffy game and a Blood Rain game. And it's like, what about Casper?
Yeah, and you're probably the only person who ever knows, you know, who's ever learned that they made a Scooby-Doo Metroidvania. I doubt anybody ever played it.
So there are, funny you say that, there have been 2 other streamers recently who did play it. Dino Please streamed it like a week or 2 ago. And G-Pool recently streamed it. Those are the only people I know of who have streamed that game. No one's heard of Eternal Darkness. That's not a GameCube exclusive people like, right? Nobody knows about that game. Eternal Darkness. Complete nonsense. But yeah. So I think it's time to move on to the video game that we have, our feature presentation. Unless, of course, there was anything else you wanted to say on this screen that you couldn't say elsewhere.
No, not in particular.
All right, awesome. So let's move ourselves over as I jankily enable my audio here as well. There we go. All right, so Sarah, where would you like yourself to be placed? Is this good for you, or do you want to shuffle around?
I don't really have any problem with this.
You have no problem? All right, awesome. Glad to hear it. Okay, so we got ourselves this Rondo of blood, which I think I will make a little bit bigger for the audience. I think we can get away with it.
What is a CD-ROM cubed? A squared?
I'm not sure. I think we're still trying to figure that out. We're still trying to figure it all out. It's very complicated. And we got Fumo mode now. So we got this excellent Fumo. It's very lovely. Alrighty. All right, folks. So I'm a little nervous with this game just because it's a high execution game. So yeah, it's like I'm a little like wondering, boy, I sure hope I don't entrap my friend in multiple streams of trying to beat this game.
I think it'll be fine.
All right. If you say so. Good old Konami. They made games. They used to do that thing.
Vor langer Zeit lebten die Menschen glücklich und zufrieden. Niemand bemerkte den Schatten, der sich langsam über ihnen ausbreitete.
I'm sure they're getting this language exact right.
Probably.
Yeah, they've got this all figured out.
Die Dunkelheit trübte ihre Sinne und das Böse fraß sich tief in ihre Seelen. Vom Wahnsinn getrieben schmiedeten sie einen Pakt mit dem Teufel. Zu später Stunde kamen sie zusammen, um gemeinsam die Mächte der Finsternis mit ihrem sündigen Blut zu rufen. Sie zu erlösen von ihrer sterblichen Existenz, den Anbeginn einer neuen Welt vor Augen.
I heard annoying in there. It's like that brain thing when they're speaking a different language, but you hear something that sounds like a word in your language.
Right.
Und so begab es sich, dass nach 100 Jahren das Böse wieder Fleisch geworden war. Als unsterbliches Geschöpf der Nacht kann es die Gestalt des Wolfs, der Fledermaus oder des Nebels annehmen. Es labt sich am Blut der Menschen. Dracula, der Fürst der Finsternis, Herr des Teufelsschlosses, ist auferstanden.
Is Dracula cool? Have we figured this out yet?
Honestly, I don't think Dracula's cool.
No.
I think all the vampire hunters are cool, and Dracula wishes he was as cool.
I see. So there's my old file. I got 34% the way through. Amazing.
That percentage doesn't mean as much as you think it does. I've beaten the game, and my file says like 74.
I see. Intriguing. Oh, we got an Airy raid. Welcome in, Airy. Thanks for that shout out. I got some mods active. That's awesome. Wait, why'd that happen? Oh, did they have like a quick reset? Is that what that is? I was just pushing the buttons.
I didn't know there was a quick reset.
Intriguing. Because I'm like, I'm a little confused at the moment because, maybe, yeah, just a minor controller issue because we have to have a tech problem.
You have to go to name entry.
Oh, is that the issue? Oh, that's why. Okay, I thought for a second my controller was screwing up or something. All right, that's good. So I guess we're just gonna use the same name because I'm so creative.
It has enough room to fit Masumi TV.
You know, that's true. It does. Amazing. What were you streaming, Ari? What was the game of choice?
Yeah, what were you up to? You don't have the other shout-out command, right?
No.
Okay.
Okay, so we got ourselves tactics. What are tactics, huh?
It allows you to buy the strategy for defeating or evading the boss attacks using in-game currency. For example, if you go to death here, it'll show you the stage 0 death fight and how to evade his attack.
Interesting. It's really weird. It's a intriguing concept indeed. Experimental stuff in this video game.
Yeah. And for Maria, it also has a thing that teaches you her special move. Or at least shows you that it exists.
Okay. So you were doing Jamboree, huh? I think that was a recent release. Okay.
Oh, it was released like yesterday or something.
Yeah.
How is it?
I hope it was fun. This game's got music. It's got tunes. Is Richter cool?
Richter is cool.
Now get ready to see the worst Castlevania gameplay you've ever seen in your life. My experience with these games are so minimal.
Yeah. Yeah. It's normal to eat crap in the prologue, though.
Yeah, I remember this being a bit rough. And he just gets to throw his thing around.
Yeah, well, you're getting pushed by the wind the entire time. When nothing else in the game has that kind of mechanic.
Amazing.
Like, why the heck is it so windy that it's pushing you anyway? That's...
I don't know. It's really bizarre. It's a mystery, really. Wow, this music's bopping. And I definitely need to bump this up for chat a bit more. I did boost the console audio quite a bit, but evidently not enough. Here we go. So I hear that Castlevania games have sub-weapons, right?
Yeah, and that's by holding up and pressing the attack button. It costs hearts. In Rondo of Blood, there's also what is called an item crash, which you use if you press select when you have a green number of hearts.
Right, yeah. I vaguely remember that.
Also, Richter has a backflip accessed by pressing jump twice quickly.
Ooh. And barrels. Like Donkey Kong.
It's a... Yeah, you can't tell that's a skeleton of one of the Kongs.
One of them from the Kong Wars.
Yeah. One of the ones that didn't make it.
It might have been Wrinkly. For those who don't know, Wrinkly Kong, who shows up in Donkey Kong Country 2 and 3, died between 3 and 64.
Yep.
It's absolutely bizarre. It's such a gut punch.
Rare made interesting decisions in general back then. Interesting, I don't always mean good. Sometimes it's just like, wow, huh.
Yeah, no, they definitely had ideas about things. I was not super jazzed when I played through some of Banjo-Kazooie. I wasn't like a big fan. Sorry for people who might not be you know, super happy to hear that, but like, I don't know, like I kept hearing, oh, Banjo-Kazooie is the best game ever made, kind of thing. It's so good. It's one of my favorite platformers ever. And I heard that ever since it came out, and then I played it and I was like, is this it?
Man, I'm not a big fan of collectathon games.
Yeah, I like some of them. It can be a little fun sometimes, but it really depends. Oh, we got big dude.
I think I went really hard at some stuff, like Just Cause 2. And eventually I'm just like,
Just Cause 2 is a real throwback. I played an okay amount of that, and it was pretty fun. But I feel like it really runs out of gas just because there's only so much it does with its like gameplay. There's not like a huge amount of variety.
You know what's funny? It seems like your image of this game has a bad cue sheet.
A bad what sheet?
Cue sheet. The tracks are like slightly misaligned. It's not a big deal, I'm just noticing.
Oh, okay.
Like, they start a little late, and then, there's noise at the end of them, and they end abruptly instead of fading out naturally.
Oh. Yeah, I understood what she meant by Q after she explained it, yeah. Good scream.
That's how I scream.
Oh, really?
What the heck was that? That was the end of some unrelated song, I guess.
I don't even remember the dragon fight here.
Maybe you didn't do it. Well, no, you had to. You got Maria. Why don't you try item crashing? Select button.
Wow.
The item crash is different for every weapon and doesn't necessarily reflect how it normally operates.
I like how the fire always tries to make sure that it's in the right spots at the right time.
You almost had it.
Almost. Very close, very close. Hey, Golden Cream.
Hello.
So many people in chat. Tough to keep up with. I saw Zoe Techie in there in a silver streak.
I mostly noticed Rondo and JD being in there because they're supposed to be paying attention to their collab right now, I think.
Oh. Oh, I'm getting bodied
Very
this time.
irresponsible.
It might be a little irresponsible, yes. Oh, wow, that was a quick death.
Oh, no?
You know, I've heard it said by a few that Castlevania games are, in essence, something that Dark Souls was heavily inspired by, or Demon Souls in general.
I feel there is a huge amount of similarity in that Dark Souls is basically the closest you get to an actual 3D Castlevania. Well,
Yeah.
Classicvania. I recommend using axes liberally here,
Okay.
considering you're having trouble hitting him.
Yeah. The fire does seem a bit,
Get
random.
it together.
Yeah, I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best. Oh, that's new. I didn't see that before. Looked pretty cool. It's like a dragon fire shape.
Yeah. Surprisingly, dragons use fire. I didn't know that.
Yeah, no, it's new to me. Dying, though, is not new to me. It's a pretty normal.
I think you got the gist of it, though.
Yeah, I'm getting there. I'm learning.
Smart sub-weapon use is key to getting through the game.
I like how you see the dragon in the background before the fight. That's cool.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Almost.
Hey, there we go.
There you go. You didn't even get hit.
Nice.
You actually get an extra life for not taking any damage from the boss.
Oh, that's cool. That's a nice mechanic.
Yeah, it would matter a lot if you were trying to 1cc it.
Now what's the purpose of me getting the orb?
That is how you clear the stage.
But what does the orb do in the lore? Hmm?
It tastes like bubblegum. It's a really big
Oh.
bubblegum drop.
Okay, okay. So, like, basically Dracula's giving me, like, a treat from his gumball machine every time I clear a boss.
Yeah.
Okay. So, this is the song that everybody likes, right? This is the one?
Vampire Killer?
Yeah, you know. This music playing.
Vampire Killer is alright, but Everybody who's anybody knows the best song in Castlevania is Battle of the Holy from Castlevania the Adventure.
Oh.
But yeah, this is the stage 1 song from Castlevania 1.
Awesome. Okay, yeah, this is where I vaguely remember this guy being a bit of a trouble. But there's like a kind of a... I think these guys have like kind of a way you bait them or something, or there's like a kind of a way to deal with it.
You wait until he's throwing his axe, and you see if it's going to be a high or low axe, and you attack it so that you destroy the axe, then you can attack him.
Right.
Because if you attack low, you'll hit the low axe, and if you attack standing, you'll hit the high axe.
Makes sense to me. Come on, bird. These birds, they got hands.
It's a bird from a 16-bit game. What do you think? What do you expect?
I expect it to, I don't know, maybe be nicer to me. Well, it went away. Okay, it decided to be nice. Oh, no, never mind. It's still there.
Something people don't know is that there is always a bird within roughly 30 feet of you, no matter where you are or what you're doing.
Right, so I gotta attack these. Yeah, okay.
Right.
That was a bad attempt anyway. The birds kept bothering me.
Yep.
Love that game over. So where about like, the length of this game? Where would you say this generally sits?
It depends entirely on how well you do at it. If somehow you aced the game, it would be like half an hour.
Oh, really? That quick, huh?
I'd say a typical playthrough is probably 3 hours for, like, first time.
Okay. I wasn't facing the right way.
And it's okay. If you end up beating the game too quickly, we can just go play Castlevania the Adventure.
Oh no. No, I explicitly told you that I'm not gonna do that for free. That's one of those games that would have to be like, I play it for money, and if I don't beat it, then chat tears me apart. That kind of situation. It's the same thing I've been told with DK64, where I shouldn't give that away for free.
Mm.
It's too much of a torture machine game, apparently.
To those who don't know, I have beaten Castlevania the Adventure deathless.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive. Pretty impressive stuff. There we go. Also, a fun fact, I have some vague passing familiarity with this game because I've played an okay amount of Dead Cells with the Castlevania DLC, and it replicates this first stage.
You mean the second stage?
Right, with this, yeah, the second stage.
Which, in turn, is semi-replicating the first stage of Castlevania 1, so...
Right. You know, those enemies are just having a good time up there.
Meow, meow, meow.
Man, this game certainly likes to have enemies just show up from everywhere. It's got all kinds of surprises.
Yeah, these ghouls, though, that's something that happened in Castlevania 1.
I see. Oh. No, the eyeball.
Oh.
Yeah, evidently the game does not want me to stay in one spot here for too long. Not with all those ghouls. It's like a endless train.
Yeah. Sadly, you didn't get to watch my gameplay for hints on this stage because I don't do this stage.
Oh. I see.
I'd much prefer to not do this stage.
I think I understand why that might be the case. Holy water. Did you know that holy water was invented by vampire survivors? It definitely didn't take it from one of these games.
That's Santa water. It's completely different.
Yeah, it's Santa water. Santa made some water. I'm actually really surprised that, like, Konami was so chill about, like, the existence of vampire survivors.
I guess it's because it's so obviously a loving tribute. No.
Yeah. I'm safe. I did it. It's not gonna
keep
keep.
The key, though.
Oh, do you need the key? Right. For Maria, right? Is it possible for me to go back for it?
No.
Okay.
Only through game over or stage select.
I see. So, what must one do then? Just stage select it? That'd be my only
or
option.
frickin' die.
I mean, I could let this bat kill me. I do want to unlock Maria. There are plenty of enemies here that definitely want me dead. Oh no!
Ah!
Well, I would have to die a lot, wouldn't I?
You have to die one more time.
Oh, okay.
Because your rest, which is your lives, is 0 now.
Oh, gotcha.
Because when you continue, you'll start from the beginning of the stage.
Is there a faster way for me to die? Maybe the eyeball will help.
The eyeball will probably help.
There's so many friends here. Devil Dumper Doris. Yeah, I remember seeing some of that game.
Played that game. I know some of my friends like that game, but I don't have it.
You could be an owner of Devil Dumper Doris, you know?
I'm not, though.
Do you want to be an owner of Devil Dumper Doris? How will you get Devil Dump pilled if you don't ever play it, huh?
Clearly.
Well, clearly this is a bad idea.
Oh my god.
Brilliant.
You might have survived if you had item crashed.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that mechanic. Yeah, it might be good to try and remember that one.
It takes getting used to. The item crash for the knives, I believe, is 1000 edge, which makes you throw, like, a dozen knives forward really fast.
That's cool. Yeah, it's just like that one in Vampire Survivors. All my knowledge of Castlevania is from random streams and Vampire Survivors.
Okay, so what's the name of the main protagonist?
The main protagonist is Richter, obviously, or Rondo. Richter Rondo.
I thought you were gonna name a Vampire Survivors character, but then I realized nobody remembers any of their frickin' names.
No. No. I mean, they have Among Us in there with DLC, right? So you got Among Us.
Yeah, they got Contra.
Yep, they got Contra Man.
They got John and Bob Contra.
So the key, whereabouts should I be looking for it, like in terms of this area? Toward the end?
It's on the next map. It's like the 4th arch in the next map, question mark. I think it's a little higher than some of the others. I may be wrong. But it's pretty early on. Oh no. But yeah, it's in the next map. Because there's like the Behemoth Chase is in its own map.
Now, my question is there anything stopping me from using my old file, stage select, and selecting Maria, who I have unlocked on that file?
Just your credibility as a gamer.
Oh, okay. I mean, I did it once before, though.
You can't prove that.
I mean, the file's got my name on it and everything.
Somebody else might have done it. You might have cheated.
Wow.
But seriously, you want the experience, right? So
yeah, it's true. It's true.
But I'm obviously just teasing you. Don't take it too serious.
Oh, I'm not. Trust me. I'm just like trying to half focus on this game.
This one. The 5th one.
So I got a key.
Yeah, that's all you need.
That was the one, okay. I like how they just keep going to the... They're like lemmings.
Yeah, that old file belongs to old model Masami.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Question mark?
Yeah, you tried to use the key.
Oh.
You don't want the wall meat?
I don't want the what now?
Wall meat.
Oh. Yeah. Meat's pretty cool. Oh, I want that.
Not that.
Delicious. And they just kind of show up whenever they want, huh?
Yep.
That's a really funny way to use a key.
Yep. Just throw it at the door, basically. And now whenever you game over, you get the option of switching to Maria if you want.
Okay. That's cool. She looks nothing like she does in the anime.
Who are you, mister? A good guy?
I am Richter Belmont, vampire hunter. And you are?
You forgot who she was.
My name's Maria Renard. I heard all about you from the net. I came here to beat some bad men, but I got caught. My family are vampire hunters too, so I guess that means we should be friends now.
Sure.
Good hand animation.
But Maria, you're too young for this. You just let the big hunter here take care of that bad man, okay?
Oh, you don't know anything. I can handle this just fine.
Women. If you're so awesome, Richter, why do you keep dying? These eyeballs really do just seem like a waste of time to fight sometimes.
The holders, they take 2 hits, but hitting them the second time is a pain in the butt. I didn't know that you were a brat.
Oh yeah, well, now you're learning things. I'm full of all kinds of surprises.
Man, I just use my stream tags to tell people I like French fries and ketchup.
Oh. You know, everybody uses their tags in their own way. I should change my tags to ASMR. I think that would be very appropriate.
Oh dear.
Well, chat, time to buy me a $3,000 microphone.
Hey.
Let's get started.
Oh.
Oh, what? Did I miss something?
Yes.
Oh no. Well, don't worry, I'm sure I'll get a game over, so it'll be fine. Yeah, the noises this thing makes they're truly fascinating.
That's what the item crash would be if you could use an item crash as Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh. Okay, that's tracking. Okay.
Oh,
Wow.
you were gonna game over, you said.
Apparently. I mean, I have like, what, 1 point of health? Yeah, first try, sort of. I did technically fight this guy once before, a year ago. Anyway, I hope that I'm living up to the hype of having terrible Castlevania gameplay.
Feed me now.
Oh yeah, it is that song.
I have not been fed. Won't you feed me now? I want cat treats, cat treats. Feed me now. I have not been fed. Please, please feed me now. Won't you feed me? I just want some cat treats, cat treats.
There's my game over. And player change. Let's try a Maria. Supposedly, if I have any chance of getting this done in one stream, it's going to be with Maria. That's what I've been told. I have never used her.
She takes really heavy damage, so you need to play more carefully and patiently when you play as her.
Right.
She also has a double jump.
Okay.
No, it's a Sunday.
Yeah. Sad.
And additionally, she has a tantrum slide if you hold down and press jump.
Oh, okay.
And if you hold diagonal down, you'll do a roll instead.
Okay, that's cool.
She's a more movement-oriented character.
Gotcha.
By the way, you can actually just jump onto stairs like that, yeah.
Cool.
This was one of the first Castlevanias where you could jump onto stairs and, like, get onto the stairs instead of having to start from the bottom.
Nice. So where does Rondo rank for you? Is this your number one Classicvania?
Why don't I look at my top 100 games? It's ranked 34.
That's quite high.
Yeah, and the next Classicvania on the list is The Adventure Rebirth at 85.
Okay. That's really cool. So I guess that would answer the question.
My favorite Castlevania overall is Portrait of Ruin, though.
Ah. Portrait of Ruin, is that the DS, one of the DS ones?
Yeah.
So are you, I assume, quite interested in the Dominus collection eventually?
They didn't add keyboard rebinding, and the default controls are really bad.
Oh.
It's a ZXASQW.
That's very strange.
There's full gamepad rebinding, though.
Of course, yeah.
Like, they went further, they went above and beyond on gamepad rebinding, but a keyboard user? Sorry.
Maybe there's hope, potentially, that they might patch it. Maybe. It is a recent release.
Actually, I would do better with default ZSNES bindings, which are ZXCASD. But this is 3 rows of 2 keys instead of 2 rows of 3 keys.
Amazing. Yeah,
Right?
Good old... Oh, no. ZSNES, good times. Nostalgic snow.
Well, maybe you used the snow. I think it's all about the fire effect.
Oh, I was about the snow, personally. Cat.
Cat. Best sub-weapon in the entire series, obviously.
Obviously. So I remember you tried some of Dead Cells, right? On your alt channel?
Yeah, on Sarlin alt.
Yeah. I like Dead Cells well enough. I just felt, for me, all the extra DLCs in some ways are actually kind of worse for a new player because it's just too much stuff and they don't tell you what's DLC and what isn't.
I understand.
And, yeah, they kind of design all the DLC to be, they design all the DLC to be for, like, veterans and stuff, and people who have, like, at least 100 hours in the game, it feels like.
Yeah, and yet, because it's DLC, they kind of have to make parts of it accessible right away, or people would riot.
Right, yeah, so it's kind of that weird situation for that game. Otherwise, I enjoyed my time with it a fair bit. It is one of those games, though, that's, like, takes a bit to get going because they don't want to give you all the powers right away. So it's kind of a bit weird that way. What were your feelings on it when you tried it?
Yeah, I felt like it was going to be that kind of game.
Yeah, they definitely do that.
You should try the cat here.
Hold on. Oh, yeah. Very effective.
Yeah, it runs across the ground, it hits the enemy that it runs into and damages them. Then it hits them again, like it'll keep running after the first hit.
Okay.
I think it stops after 2 hits.
So basically kind of like a penetration move. It's pretty awesome. Yep, that checks out. That's really that's really good. Oh, was off screen a bit.
Yeah.
Like, my general takeaway with Castlevania stuff so far, from what I've seen from streams and of what I've played with this game, right, is I think the biggest standout for me is the soundtrack stuff. Like, the soundtracks are pretty damn amazing. Big dragon thing. What on earth is this?
It's a very powerful sub-weapon, but the cost for hearts is extremely high.
Okay, one of those.
And, like, the dragon's item crash will kill some bosses in one hit. Well, not one hit, but one use. But the thing is, it costs 50 hearts to use that item crash.
Whoa, okay. I don't even have that many. Cake!
The cake is a full heal.
Oh, yeah. Nice. Yes, Lee. That was kind of how I felt about Dead Cells, is it's like... It's a lot to learn, because it's got a lot of that designed by accretion.
This is probably the easiest boss in the game, but it's one you have to learn.
Yeah, I remember this taking me a good bit when I played it with Richter.
Of course, Cat can be effective here. Ooh.
Damn.
Yeah, when Maria gets hit, she gets hit hard. That's the downside versus Richter.
Almost got him, though.
Yeah, sadly you'll have to do this time without a cat.
Yeah, catless.
But you, Tarnished, are felineless.
Yeah. Good old Elden Ring. Alright. I definitely don't have a sub-weapon this time, then.
You can use the dragon, but you'll probably only get like 2
Anyone else
uses out of
hungry?
it.
Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. Couldn't fool the boss. Ouch. Yep, definitely see what you mean.
That attack is the one dangerous thing he has, in my opinion.
Probably, I was thinking, probably with that attack, I might be able to duck.
I don't think so, but
No?
it might depend where you are on screen at the time.
Okay.
And yeah, I was wrong. You should be able to get like 3 or 4 uses out of the dragon if you need to.
Okay. No worries. Sometimes, especially, this game has like, what, 3 different versions? So, like, maybe you're confusing it with one of those.
Yeah, I just wasn't mathing.
Oh.
It's very funny hearing the end of that completely unrelated song as an introduction to this one.
Yeah, I'm not I think I just got this off of Archive. This was like over a year ago, so I don't really remember.
Yeah, I get you. Whoever did it, they're at fault, you know?
There we go. Nope, no death this time, only for him. Oh, wait, he's doing that. Never mind. Mean. Rude. I almost died.
So, the thing is, even though a bunch of bosses have revenge attacks like that, I don't think any of them can actually kill you unless you fall.
Oh, okay.
Like, unless you fall into a death pit.
Right. Interesting. There's one that can. Intriguing. I like these little guys. These guys are really funny.
Fleeman?
Fleaman, yeah, if that's
By
what
the
they're
way,
called.
if you had a cat, you could throw it up there on top. But you could still do that with a dragon if you want to.
Okay, that's funny.
It's just expensive.
That's really funny. Good.
Yeah, it takes care of those easier.
Hey, cat.
0 hearts.
0 hearts. That guy's
I
just
didn't know
doing a
Maria
dance.
was heartless. That's a blood skeleton. Blood skeletons can't be killed unless you have like some special ability in this respective game that happens to be able to. They will always get back up. In this
So they're-
game, you can't kill the blood skeletons.
Okay, so they're just like that song, you know? Get knocked down, get back up again.
Patience is key in this stage in general. Just gonna jump forward. There you go. Can I please teach Masumi about Scooby-Doo?
I don't know much about Scooby-Doo. My only exposure to Scooby-Doo was the game.
Okay, well, obviously you have to start at the beginning of the Scooby-Doo chronology. Mysteries,
Okay.
Inc.,
I see.
when they're all little kids.
They're all little kids. I don't know, is that entertaining? Is that quality television?
Hey, Felly.
Welcome, Felly. I don't know if this is how physics work with this. Seems a little sketchy, I don't know.
It's funny, though.
Yeah, it is pretty good.
Yeah, I think you probably saw me doing this stage yesterday.
Yeah, maybe. I was like half watching kind of on purpose because I didn't want to absorb too much.
Yeah, I think that was for the best.
I think I want to stick with Cat.
Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Oh, right, it's a pup named Scooby-Doo is what I was thinking of. Mysteries, Inc. is a different Scooby-Doo series. There's a bunch of them.
Yeah, it's been around for a very long time, right?
Yeah, they've reinvented it, like, more times than there are flavors of potato chip.
That I might actually believe that, maybe.
Oh no, the infinite Fleaman button.
Oh no!
You have some sense of air control as Maria. You can slow your jump down by turning, trying to go the other way. And I think that's really useful in this section of this stage.
Sure seems like it.
But yeah, a pup named Scooby-Doo is actually legitimately really fun. I really
Okay.
like it. I would show you it.
The funny thing about that is one of my other friends was like, we should watch Scooby-Doo stuff while I'm in the middle of Night of 100 Frights. And I'm like, I need to cool off of Scooby-Doo. Oh, yeah, okay. Oh dear.
Uh-oh. So basically make a big jump and then just correct a little and you'll land safely in those sections.
Gotcha. Oh dear.
I wouldn't even fight those things if possible. I would
Try and slide.
Yeah.
Gotta
Tantrum
remember that
slide.
there's the slide move.
It's extremely useful. Tantrum slide will get you through one of the harder parts of the final stage as well.
Nice. Yeah, I like that name for it. Where did the name like come from? Like, where did you learn it?
That's what I assumed it would be called. I guess.
Okay.
I think it's probably just called slide. Yeah, see?
Yeah. Oh, it does that.
She
Ranged
actually
attack.
has quite good air control.
I don't know. Should I trust this? No, let's not trust. I assume that's like another route or something.
There's a small secret here. If you jump up onto that small platform over there and crouch near the middle of it.
Oh. Fancy.
Strongly recommend you get rid of that axe armor using a sub-weapon. Because I'm sure you realize you can get up there.
Yeah. We got other fun things here.
Yeah, I got a peeper. Peeping is bad, you know.
Yeah, ill-advised. Oh, shit. Brutal.
Anyway, check this out.
Nice. Got unique text and everything. Fancy. All this effort put into the other character.
Top the corpses of thy brethren.
It's so hardcore, especially when I'm playing as Maria.
Yeah, the stage names are different for Maria than Richter.
Oh, really? They are? Okay, that's really cool.
Yeah. I was honestly kind of a late bloomer when it comes to Castlevania. My first Castlevania was Portrait of Ruin.
Okay.
And then I followed it with playing Rondo, and I adored Rondo.
Yeah,
Even
I'm
though
having
Portrait
a good
is still
time.
my favorite. And like, I don't think it's just, oh, that's the first one you played, so that's what you like the most. I think Portrait legitimately caters the most to my interests. That's what drew me to it in the first place, of course.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense.
Growing up... Yep.
Oh, I was just gonna say that, like, you know, I think for me, I always try to do my best to just, you know, look at these things kind of objectively and, oh shit. And basically not, have a bias when it comes to, like, what came first or what I played first. You know, because, like, one of my favorite Fallout games is, New Vegas, and I played that, like, you know, Fallout 3 was the first one I actually played, so...
Okay.
You know, so I definitely try to look at things that way.
Yeah, like, the thing is that I put off getting into Castlevania for most of my life because, I remember being raised Christian and being told away from stuff like this, even though, like, the entire point is you're fighting evil demons. It's not endorsing them, come on.
That's a lot of these games, same with Doom.
One real chance I really had to play Castlevania growing up, I was in, like, daycare, and they had Castlevania for some reason, and everybody was playing and taking turns playing and doing really badly at it, of course. But, I never got a turn.
Oh.
And I think I just kind of took that as a sign of, oh, I guess I don't get to play Castlevania then. And I never tried to get into the series until Portrait of Ruin was out.
Wow, I understand. Yeah, the it's a very similar thing because we have that same sort of kind of background. So, like, it's why I don't know anything about Scooby-Doo, because it's like, you know, it's not something that would be sanctioned in the household.
Yeah.
I'm sure Scooby-Doo is very, very evil indeed. Dastardly.
You know what's really ironic? My family didn't mind getting me Mortal Kombat before I was old enough because they believed that, oh, you understand the difference between video games and reality, it's fine.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, as long as you understand it. Anyway, don't play Castlevania ever. Oh, you can just... I see, it's kind of random what you get.
Well, I forget what exactly triggers the heart, but the bag of money is assured by sitting there long enough.
Yeah. Doubled standards are amazing. I enjoy them. They're really entertaining.
Your cat will reach just fine if you
Right.
jump through the platform.
Got
Look
it.
at that. That rules, right?
Yeah, no, it's great. It's fun. So, when it comes to like speed run type stuff, I don't know if you know much about that with this game, but I would assume Maria is a faster character, right, than Richter?
I think so.
Yeah, that would check out with the slide and stuff. Oh, okay, you do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a berserker. At least that's what I call him. Like a berserk armor. He just runs at you and attacks. I don't know what they're actually called, or if they even have a different name. I think it might just be an old axe armor. Ouch.
Ouch, indeed. I see. Yeah, mobility definitely seems to be the #1 thing here with Maria.
Yeah. Always try to remember you can just jump up onto stairs if you're holding up at the time.
Right. Long screen there. I was like, did it break?
Sometimes it takes a while to load a boss room. I'm not sure entirely why. Part of me wonders if it's somehow related to the switch between CD audio and FM, but it shouldn't be.
I see.
This is considered one of the hardest bosses in the game.
Oh.
You might have more luck using the item crash for the turtle. Because the item crash has the potential of doing high damage to it.
Okay.
Good job.
Thanks. Guess I got lucky, maybe.
If you're wondering, it's a songbook in that. Which for Richter would be a Bible.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that checks out, because, again, my reference point, good old Vampire Survivors. The Bible's really good in that. I don't think I beat that boss. I might have fought that as Richter and never got past it. So this is new territory for me now. Not that it really...
Welcome to stage 5.
Thank you. Not that it really meant much because, again, barely remember. Kind of too awkward to try and fuss with the sub-weapons. I'm just going to keep going. This is not a great place to stand around.
Yeah, you'll die if you fall in the water.
It's just like Spider-Man. Spider-Man's just like is like marshmallow and just completely disintegrates if he touches water.
You can skip those 2 enemies if you tantrum slide.
Okay.
Ow.
Funny. That's pretty good.
There's a secret here, but I'm going to explain it to you carefully. First, go directly down. To the right. To the right. Break this open.
Burger.
Now, go to the left. Like, up and over to the left. Break this. Now push this. And jump down that hole that you made.
Okay.
And another secret. Go to the left. Attack that thing a lot.
Alrighty.
That's the ship's engine, by the way.
Oh, okay. What? It's like, is that a Richter?
Yeah, it's a Richter doll. It's the one up.
Okay. That's certainly an item. Pretty cool. I like the noise that they make.
Mmm. Da, da, da.
Some very good bass line. The turbo graphics is capable of amazing audio. Ooh.
Oh.
Okay. Well, that was a thing. What on earth? Amazing. Is this a classic thing to happen to everybody?
Yeah, if you get touched by that portrait, you die.
And it's only that one.
You see, obviously, it's the eponymous Portrait of Ruin.
Okay.
You'd have no frame of reference, so you wouldn't be able to call me on that.
I would just say, I know what that is, and then have no follow-up.
Nice.
Cool.
Nice one up.
Thank you. Now, don't jump into that. Such a rude thing to just randomly have placed. Oh.
Good boss.
Oh no! Okay. That's interesting.
What you want to do, you want to stop in front of it when you get to it, wait for it to activate, hit it once, and then wait for it to start coming toward you again, hit it once again, and so forth.
Okay. I will attempt to absorb this information.
Basically, it's a patience game. Just destroying a ship's engine with a bird.
Yeah, normal
Thing people
stuff.
do.
The ship has seen better days, I think.
Yeah. It's still floating, though.
So what do the bags of money do?
Well, for one thing, they give you money for, buying those pro strats. But for another, they add to your score, and your score will eventually lead to extends. Like, you got a 1-up from just getting score earlier.
Okay. The
Sorry about
almighty
the face
power.
I'm making. I've got something inside my...
Oh, I didn't
lip.
hear anything.
The stream skipped a bunch for me.
Oh,
It's okay now.
there we go.
Basically, you're safer if you don't keep throwing birds, but you just throw exactly one whenever it's coming at you.
Gotcha. I try to be suspicious of everything in games, but I don't think I've had that particular event before in a game where just painting Ben in the background just command grabs me and I'm dead.
Yeah, the fleamen on birds are quite something. There's a cat in this torch. Doesn't it look so elegant at the end of the ship like that?
It certainly does.
The majestic cat.
Very majestic indeed.
These green armors ahead of you are quite tough. My advice is just keep attacking. Don't back off. Because if you give it a chance to attack, you'll probably get really hurt. But if you just keep attacking, you will out-damage it before it can really get
Noted.
you.
Okay, that's good advice. Seemed to be working out well. There's a lot of birds. I don't like this. There we go. Okay.
You birded the birds.
I certainly did.
Birdemic.
Oh gosh, Birdemic. Yeah, I've seen that movie. That is certainly a film.
There's a sundae hidden in the top left corner of those blocks.
Okay.
That's the top right. Oh, actually, it's a little star, but whatever.
Cool.
It heals you.
It heals me. That's what matters.
Probably a cookie.
Well, every sub-weapon's here.
Not all of them, but
The
Three of them.
the turtle thing worked out pretty well. I do like cat, but the turtle was pretty helpful, so I'm feeling pretty good about turtle.
here comes death.
Oh no.
You will go no further.
Okay, death. A lot of slowdown in this one. I wonder why. It's a
Lots of
mystery.
sprites. You will.
Ugh. Seems like Death has a lot of health.
Yeah. You can also see Turtle sadly isn't that great here.
No, definitely felt like it wasn't. Dragon might actually be the better pick.
I usually take Phoenix, because it attacks
Oh,
diagonally upward.
right. That makes sense.
You will go no further.
Oh boy.
Okay.
If you get hit by one of those, he just keeps doing it.
That's rude.
Welcome to phase 2.
Oh no. That's unfortunate. Horrible way to die.
What a rotten way to die.
It is a shame.
At least you were killed by death.
Yeah. At least there's that.
You know, it cuts out the middleman, all the messy paperwork. Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I actually have trouble with this bot myself.
Yeah, I can understand why.
After a certain period of time, which is always the same, they will flail their flail, and
Do
that'll
that.
spin around twice. Tantrum. By the way, I don't know why, but doing a plain tantrum slide is slightly faster than doing a roll, I believe.
Okay. So, if I don't go this way, there's another route then, right?
Yeah, you basically end up going the long way.
Okay.
This is a shortcut.
I see. My delicious, useful, comforting Richter doll. Pre-ordered from Ami Ami, 8-month wait.
But you mean it wasn't from LRG?
No, thankfully not. What's this thing I picked up? Invincibility or something?
Yeah, you picked up an invincibility potion. They're pretty rare in this game. I don't think there's any natural drops of them. Maybe like 2. But
Okay.
mostly it doesn't appear naturally. It appears as random drops. Thing is, the invincibility potion was in earlier Castlevanias more prominently. Although, frankly, I don't think it's ever in a place where you would actually want to use it. Oh,
Quite the gauntlet just to get here.
yeah. This stage is a pain point for many.
And at least the music's really good, so it helps with that quite a bit. It dulls the pain.
Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow.
It do be boppin'.
So yeah, just stand in one place, jump and throw. As long as you never let him get too close, this works every time.
Okay. It's mysterious that that one portrait was, you know, putting seaweed or something on the door.
Right? And why is it even in this ship?
It's a very big mystery that we need YouTube videos about that will solve. We need
Let's
to
get
know.
MatPat on that.
The people must know. They do it for Dark Souls and stuff. They got to be doing it for the rest of this stuff, you know? Untapped market potential on YouTube. Okay. Coming up
Not so
to...
bad.
No, not terrible.
You don't want the health?
Oh, I missed it. Right. I forgot.
Record.
I forgot.
The police came over? What happened, Ari?
It sounds potentially troubling.
Ooh.
Ah, I see.
Hard to keep track of all of them, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, he's gonna go do the skull blast.
Yeah.
And near the middle.
Stand near the middle?
Yeah. Then he won't fall on your head.
Okay.
Uh-oh. You want to stay back from him and basically zone him. Because he's got a really long-range attack, but that is all he will do aside from occasionally jumping up and he will occasionally
those.
jump up and like, yeah, those just happen. He's not throwing them technically. But,
Okay.
he just has the, slash attack forward. And on rare occasion, he will jump up and do like,
Damn it. Didn't mean to do that. Oh well.
like, he'll roll toward you, spinning attack thing.
Yeah.
But, like, it'll be toward, like, around the same position that his melee attack probably would have hit.
Okay. Well,
So in
I feel-
general, you just zone phase
I feel
two.
like I screwed myself a bit there with that. Because I accidentally used that.
Yeah, unfortunate, but it happens. Woo!
He's having fun.
Yeah. That's what death is known for.
Having a good time.
Guy loves his job.
You know, can't blame him. Okay.
Yeah.
Didn't see that attack before.
Yeah, I guess it goes to about mid in any case. It usually happens when he's too far back. It's basically his way of closing the gap.
I beat him. And then I died.
That has happened to me before as well.
Uh-huh.
On stream, even. Yeah, you may as well grab that, because the 1,000 points might put you over an extend threshold, you never know.
Yeah, I was thinking something like that.
Yeah, he's double killed a lot of people in different Castlevania games. And in Portrait of Ruin, he can lock you in his room for all eternity and your save file will be unable to ever escape.
Oh, that's awesome. So, when it comes to the Igavania games, right?
Mm-hmm.
How do they, like, differ in terms of like, these types of games? Like, I know they have RPG elements, like, so I guess you can grind and stuff. Kind of the idea.
They have leveling up. They have a wide open Metroidvania map. and various abilities that you obtain throughout the course of the game. You can generally equip many different types of weapons and sub-weapons.
Okay.
And, you know, they tend to be a lot more forgiving, and of course you can get items like potions and stuff to heal during battles.
Gotcha. So basically, there are more ways to prep.
I would call them easier, typically, but there are some very difficult parts. Yeah, Symphony of the Night was lambasted when it was new, because
Yeah.
it was a 2D game in the era of 3D.
Okay. Yeah, I do recall that being the thing. You know, if you made a
In
2D
general-
game, it was icky.
Yeah. In general, Symphony is the one to play after you've beaten Rondo, because it is a direct sequel.
Okay, yeah, I remember
In-
hearing that.
Yeah, in Japan, they were both called Dracula X.
I'm gonna try Dragon this time, see how that fares for some of this. I don't know if it'll be a better choice or not. The way I kind of view it, maybe, is that the Dragon would be really good for the second phase, but it might make the first phase a bit more arduous.
Yeah, and that's what I was personally concerned about.
Yeah.
In fact, the opening of Symphony is a really, really cute nod. You'll see. Well, you know probably, but like
I think I've seen it, yeah.
it just starts with the last area of Rondo outright,
Oh, that
complete
was...
with the last boss fight.
Yeah. I got hit by, like, something, like a sickle, like, that came out of nowhere.
And like I think it's a really cute way to open a game.
Gotcha. That sounds fun. That sounds good. Yeah, that worked. I almost died, but it worked out.
Yeah, and it sounded like Death is a member of the military since he went hoo-wah.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah, that was a really hard fight and a really hard stage.
It's like ooh-ah. Yeah. Yeah, it's the stage is cool. I like this stage.
No, it is cool. I enjoyed it. It's just it was fucking hard.
I know. I happen to like really hard things like
Yeah.
that.
Such a fine girl. Surely the blood of a beautiful woman will quench the thirst in my body.
Stay away from me!
What are you afraid of? In exchange for your blood, you can gain eternal life and beauty from me, can you not? Please, it's a simple matter. I get what I need, and you benefit as well. And then together, you and I shall reign over this world.
If it means becoming a savage, I would sooner kill myself.
As you
No, she's racist.
Terrible.
However, what exactly makes me a savage? If my existence itself makes me savage, is that not the result of this world? Are not all the people of this age savages as well? If so, I should be a shining beacon for what this world wants me to be. The one to lead them. Do you not agree?
My Lord Count,
What is it?
there are
But Count is already a
castle.
title.
No, he has
see.
2.
Destiny can be quite fun at times. They've likely come to interfere. I hope you'll be in a better mood later.
Good laugh.
Save me. Victor.
I don't know what Richter's doing.
He's
Richard-
somewhere.
He's doing something. Maybe he got lost. Took a different route.
Now, this stage tends to be a pain point until you memorize it, because this is a boss rush.
Oh, cool.
There's money hidden in that wall, and there is a melody book, a songbook hidden to the right. What sub-weapon you use here will be up to your own preference. I suggest trying cat.
Okay.
Because yeah, they're all available.
That's good.
Also, this seems like the right time to teach you Maria's secret technique.
Oh.
I want you to hold up. Now press down, forward, attack.
Okay, so down, forward, attack.
While holding up first.
Oh. Yeah.
Whoops.
Not really quite sure on the input for some reason.
Yeah, it's up, then down, then forward, then attack.
For some reason I'm not... So up and down, and then forward and attack. So like...
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not
I
sure
don't
the
know.
exact pacing you need to do, but that is the ability.
Mysterious.
You might try rolling from down to forward.
Okay.
Like, you know, after holding up, of course.
I wonder if it's like a... Perhaps a weird
You might just be
controller thing.
pressing the button too fast.
I don't know. I feel like I'm missing a key critical component of this or something that I don't think I should be. I see that she's doing a stance here. And then
Yeah,
like...
she'll do that if you hold up.
But I only... So like I only have to do it till when she does the stance. And then when she has the stance I don't have to hold up anymore. Right?
Right, you don't have to keep holding up.
Yeah, and then I just like push down and then forward, which in this case would be left or right, right?
Right.
Yeah, so... And it was like an attack. Yeah, I don't know,
Trust me,
it's...
when it happens, you'll know. It won't be possible to mistake it for anything else.
Man, I feel really dumb not getting this.
You might just not be doing it fast enough, or when you're pressing the button might be wrong. You probably should be pressing the button at the same time as you press forward. You also don't have to hold up for very long.
Weird.
I wonder. Yeah, I wonder. Well, you don't have to use it, but it would be useful if you were able.
Yeah. I don't know what the numbers mean in this case, Misa.
They're asking if you're going to neutral or not. It's numpad notation. Because yeah, it is basically just 826 attack. Although doing 8236 of course works.
See, this is why I'm not good at fighting games, because I have struggled with it in fighting games as well, doing these types of inputs.
I'll teach you fighting games.
The fighting game arc. Yeah, no, this is strange for me. I'm not really sure why this is such a struggle. But I think for now I'm going to move on from it because it's taking too long. Yeah. So...
Yeah, I understand. It
let's
basically
see.
looks like you're taking too long to go from up to down, though.
Nah,
Don't worry about it.
I'm not gonna worry about it. So am I supposed to be going through these doors, or I guess no, these ones. Okay.
Right.
Who left all those other doors open? These seem to be almost different bosses entirely.
They are. Who says that a boss rush has to be a repeat?
That's fair. That's fair.
It's a boss rush of old Castlevania bosses.
Oh. Okay.
The bosses from Castlevania 1, to be precise.
Darn.
Yeah.
So little health left on that one.
This can feel like a lot.
Well, we'll see. We'll see how much a lot is a lot. I wonder if that money's really worth going out of my way for every attempt, though. Yeah, take it one fight at a time. Boss rushes do beat boss rushing. With the cat? Oh, I have the cat, okay. Second, I was confused.
Yeah. I think with teaching you fighting games, it'll actually be easier because we can do stuff that lets me see your inputs.
Oh, yeah.
So then I can tell, like, oh, you're doing this too slow. Oh, you're doing this too fast. Oh, you're accidentally pressing diagonally up somehow.
Right, right. Yeah, that'd be pretty helpful. That move in particular is tricky. All the moves from this boss are far more troublesome than the other one.
Yeah, the bat is practically just a warm up.
Yeah. I think my Sarlane is equipped. Mummy. Okie doke.
Yeah, you cannot slide under that, even though it looks like you should be able to.
You definitely looks like you should, for sure. Yes, definitely evil. This castle is full of many evils.
Yeah, but they don't call it Castle Evil, do they?
For some reason, they don't. It's only the Vanias. That's so you can't get away. Darn. Not good getting hit there.
Nope. You can duck that. If for any reason she goes up into the air, back off.
Okay.
Uh,
I'm learning everything deals damage.
yeah.
All things lead to
That
taking
is-
damage.
That is the standard by which all is determined.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Ugh. Not good.
Nope. Definitely not ideal.
Such is the
So
way
with
of...
Medusa... So with Medusa, if she's about to use her tail attack, her tail will kind of do a little thing
Yeah,
first.
that thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh, the other thing snuck up on me.
Yeah, they come back at you.
Ugh.
Oh.
Yeah, it might be here for a while.
I did say this is one of the pain points.
Yep. This is where you gotta lock in.
That's what they call it.
That's what they call it, yeah. Gotta lock in.
So I've been told.
This game definitely is one of these ones too where you're more rewarded for not dying because you end up having a lot more hearts and stuff.
Yeah.
You definitely get
But
punished.
it never quite gets to like Gradius levels.
Oh yeah? How's
They're-
Gradius go?
Yeah. Well, Gradius, you lose all of your power-ups if for any reason you die, and your power-ups are basically what keep you safe and doing damage properly, so... However, Castlevania 1 does reach that. If you die and lose the holy water, the entire game is much harder without the holy water.
Okay.
Which is why some people call Castlevania 1 the game where you escort the holy water.
Oh.
Haha, we're in.
Hopefully we're in. Some things with this boss I definitely have noticed are very, Jesus. Very, like, scripted.
Yeah, you can jump up the blocks themselves, although it can be a little touch and go.
Yeah. The bandages are really what's messing me up. They're everywhere.
If the bandages are too much of a problem, consider item crashing when they show up.
I did try to do that at the end just before I died, but nothing happened when I pressed select.
Whoops. You
So I
must have
don't-
been in the air or something.
That must have been it, yeah. Yeah, not dying not dying in a video game is usually a good idea. There's got to be some games, though, where dying's a good thing. I'm trying to think of any of them, but nothing's coming to me.
Some roguelites.
Yeah, maybe so. Because, like, if you have to unlock stuff
Ones
from
where-
them.
Yeah.
Oh, the cheap shots. Got a little too
Quite
close.
unfortunate. I suppose these things happen.
Oh, yeah, Planescape Torment, that's right. I don't know how I didn't get hit there,
Whoa.
but I'll take it.
Yeah, that was a real narrow avoidance of that. I think you figured Medusa out a lot more.
Yeah, seemed to be getting there.
You're probably wondering, it's a total of 5 bosses.
Okay. Wow, that didn't take much.
Ooh.
That's a ton
Yeah.
of damage off those bandages.
Yeah. Those bandages are one of the few things that feels a little less severe if you're Richter.
Yeah, I can imagine.
But yeah, you fight Giant Bat, then you fight Medusa, then you fight the Mummy, then you fight Creature Frankenstein,
Okay.
and then you fight Shaft himself.
Many a boss. So many boss. We can fit so many bosses in this video game.
Yeah, you haven't even seen like half the bosses in this game, so.
Oh gosh.
And not because of anything like oh, you're going to be fighting a ton more bosses. No.
Hmm.
But the
'Cause
fact that all the alternate levels have their own bosses leading to them.
Oh, yeah. I see. Yeah, I keep forgetting about all the other routes. 'Cause there's one route that I never took, that I took in my playthrough a year ago for a little bit. Okay. Don't have any more hearts left of value, though.
Yeah.
Oh, dear. You sure just do things, huh? Okay. Oh, I almost got him, too.
You
Yeah,
almost
like-
brute forced your way through it.
You almost had no health. I feel like I didn't learn much of anything about that fight, only like a tiny bit.
Hmm.
Aw, come on. Thanks, game.
You failed at the attempted speedrun strat there,
Yeah.
trying to shave off that 200 milliseconds off your time.
Yep.
Careful.
Still, that, not a good spot to be.
Frankenstein's monster. What a rude thing to call him. He's a Frankenstein by his own right.
That's true. Oh, okay, I just got hit somehow. The rings must have spawned on me or something.
Yeah, it seems that way. Hey, Ed.
Welcome, Ed. Welcome to the endless boss rush.
Uh-oh.
That was very close. Too close, perhaps. Oh man, we are just going for it, huh? So, he seems to do a thing, and I'm thinking that I need to get away from, like, go to the other side.
All of his attacks are heavily telegraphed.
Yeah, just, you know, the whole part of he had me pinned against the wall. So if I'm able to, I don't know if I can, but maybe I could jump over him.
Yeah.
And go to the other side. So fighting him from that side seemed to be really annoying. Oh. Terrible.
I didn't know that he acted as a platform during that, though.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I don't see any purpose for it. Medusa's not so bad anymore.
Yeah, it seemed to be killing her pretty fast. Well, good to know those bandages don't go away.
Yeah, they sure don't.
I was kind of hoping that they might like, you know, despawn or something.
Yeah. You're not in any danger being on the ground when he crouches down like that. You just have to be aware that the blocks are going to fall.
Yeah. Also, good to know that he can do it that way, because I didn't know that the zap thing could, like, you know, just go up there.
It'll go at whatever direction that you are in when he fires it off.
Yeah.
So better to be lower so that you can just easily jump over it. Or
yeah,
just standing on the platform waiting, and then you can jump over it.
Makes sense. Watch out for the shack attack. Okay, yeah, that tracks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Whatever, we'll just do it that way. Getting a little nervous with him because he keeps... I don't want him to get that cheap... Yeah, I don't want him to get any damage in. I also don't want to take forever fighting him.
Yeah, well, at least you're not on a timer.
Yeah.
Some Castlevania games have timers, and occasionally they can get actually stressful.
This is true. Well,
Uh-oh.
oh, I'm just dealing.
Well, you're alive, apparently.
Somehow I'm alive. Not in the greatest of health situations, though.
Right. Well, you've got cats.
I do have cats.
That's always better than not having cats.
Very true.
What the?
Oh.
Yeah, being too close to him, he'll grab you.
How are you alive, dude? Oh my gosh.
He's not.
He had health. But I get it. It's just that I spammed a bunch of cats at him and he didn't take damage. What was up with that?
I'm not sure.
Because they sure seemed to make contact and he didn't lose
They
any health.
definitely did damage sometimes.
Sometimes. Very mysterious. Okay, Mr. Bat. There we go.
Well done.
Thank you. Oh. Not great. No, not good. Hey, Uno Squid.
Yeah, no squid. Come on, let's just do the mummy completely perfectly. No problem.
Yeah, no problems. It's gonna work out just fine. Oh, dude. I tried to use my ability and it was too late. Unfortunately.
Yeah, it seems like you can only use it when you're at a complete stop.
Yeah. If you're any kind of like movement or any kind of damage state, definitely does not let you do anything. Nice jacket, thank you. Sometimes the jacket gets taken away though. People fight over it.
Yeah, at least nobody's been toggling my dark mode.
That's true. Let me borrow yours.
Chloe's
I
jacket
see.
does look comfortable.
Yeah, it does look comfy.
Plus, she's not wearing it all the time anymore.
True. Got in a cheap shot again. That happened another time. Sometimes it just spawns right on top of you.
Yeah, it feels that way.
Yeah, my pants are toggleable. They can be toggled. I would prefer to be able to do this fight without having to, you know, use that.
Item crush? Yeah.
And I'd like to maybe get to that point without having to rely on it, but you know. Oh.
Understandable.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Uh-oh.
You'll just do that. Good to know.
Easiest time to jump over him is when he's crouching, I'd imagine.
Okay.
Okay, so that side is not safe like the other one.
No, not at all. Maybe that side sucks then. Maybe that side's no good. I am curious. I'm gonna try the dragon, see how I fare. Won't get as many uses out of it, but maybe I'll prefer it because it'll delete a boss that is too much of an obstacle.
Right.
So we'll see. It worked out for death. Oh, really? I don't really understand the hitbox for this bat at all. A very mystical hitbox for me.
Oh, I guess you don't have JJ Gasp on your channel, huh?
I should. I thought it was added. That was kind of the whole point of it, but I guess it's not there. That's weird.
Maybe it got approved for the site, but like it doesn't automatically add it to your channel after doing it.
It probably doesn't. I thought it would have, but I guess not. Well, it's good to know. Have to deal with that after the stream. Yeah, we got that. We got that one.
Ooh. Good health.
Thanks. I made it myself.
Or Gesundheit, if you prefer.
Yeah. Good noise. No more of those shiny Sundays.
I'm afraid not.
I don't think so. Oh, where are you? Oh, fancy platform and everything, huh? Oh, wow, you got a really long wind-up, my dude. And the real music starts. Okay, so you do that. I can shoot that back, sort of. And then you... Okay. It's all orb-related stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I learned about probably like 2% of that fight, I'm gonna guess. That's cool. It's very, very slowly but surely working my way up.
Yeah, I kind of figured this is where we would get stuck for a while, and I'm okay with that.
That's
like,
good.
I'm here for however long.
Alright. Prepare for your 12-hour Castlevania.
I could manage it today.
The
time I woke up, you actually, for once, you're like one of the only times I've ever arrived to a collab stream and not been dead tired already. So.
Okay, that's rare. Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh no! Keep getting hit. I really gotta stop getting hit by you. I don't know what's the deal with you, Bat, but it's gotta stop.
I don't know. Maybe it's Batster Crook.
Could be. So I think I know what's happening with Medusa with that ring thing that she does there. So like, I think the reason I get hit sometimes is because I often pin her to that side of the wall, and then where I'm positioned to attack her, she's just going to do that every time in that spot because that's where she spawns it in, you know? So
that's likely.
I think that's what's going on with that.
Uh-oh. Whoa.
Okay, that's the first time I've managed to do that. Okay. Oh, this is going very well. I have to stop getting close. It's an improvement, though.
Yeah.
Too bad I
well,
have no health.
Yeah. But you can see that this boss rush isn't that bad. It's not forgiving, but not a hard memorization.
Yeah, it's doable. I've done worse. Honestly, the boss fights in like the final boss in Scalar is worse, to be quite honest.
I thought you were going to say Scooby-Doo.
The Scooby-Doo boss fight's pretty rough. But it's not impossible. It was more luck-based than anything else, I felt. Oi!
Ah!
Dude, why does
I
this keep
thought you were going to
happening?
do it.
Why does this keep happening to me?
Well, I think there's almost no chance that you won't get him this time.
It's fascinating, truly. Almost every boss fight has gone this way.
Because, look at this.
Oh. What the hell? What's up here? What's this forgiveness? I'm sure if I game over, though, it's not gonna matter. Okay, so it converges. Damn it!
Yeah. It's okay, Masumi. You got this.
Maybe.
I believe in you.
Thank
Believe
you.
in me who believes in you.
I definitely don't have as many health points, though. Or, like, heart points, rather.
Yeah. Oh.
That was kind of helpful to have.
That's true. Since you get some money from the back. It means it may be better to take something else instead of the dragon, because you get one use of dragon.
Yeah.
Well, maybe two, but you know.
I think it's a couple, but yeah, I was thinking similar, maybe.
Dragon costs like, what, 5 hearts, probably?
I wasn't looking at the number, but probably. Okay, I need to stop doing that.
I had a feeling.
Rough.
I had a feeling that was going to happen.
Do you know that these video games can be difficult?
Lies. Untruths.
Everything's actually easy.
Yeah. Obviously, it's just a you problem.
Yep,
God, some people talk like that.
they sure do.
And all I can think is, there's no way this person is good at video games.
That's usually the case, yeah. I think it might be the same every time, but... Ugh, again, almost.
It's hard to get a grip on the lightning, honestly.
The lightning's very confusing. Very perplexing indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you just press the items in the the buttons in the right order, you win every time. It's true.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Honestly, oh no, wait, it's from the beginning. Never mind. Never mind.
Yeah.
I figured it would be. For a moment, I was thrown off.
Yeah, it checkpoints, but only until you game over.
Yep. Jeez.
Well, if you do perfectly on the next two,
Yeah. What was that?
I don't know. I don't think I've seen that.
That was bizarre.
It just suddenly broke pattern to leap at you. I
Uh-huh.
wanted to jump your bones.
Yeah, apparently. Very interesting.
Whoa!
What is why was there no bandages?
Because you hit them as they were coming out.
Oh, you can do that, huh? Very intriguing.
So you just destroyed all the bandages at once is what happened.
Yeah, huh.
Okay, gamer.
Yeah. Okay. Mr. Long Windup. Gotta have a big lengthy entrance. Gotta be really important.
Mm-hmm.
This a Castlevania man.
His name is Shaft.
Okay.
Go
I
to
don't-
bed.
I don't think he took damage when he... Yeah, that was a bummer.
Yeah, if he's off screen, he can't be hit, I think. Sell your feet. What a gross guy.
So, did I do it? No, there's a desperation attack, or what? What are we doing here?
Yeah, you can be hit by that.
Thought so. Wow, I did it.
You did it.
That was hard. It's not... It is funny, though, because a lot of this does remind me of playing, like, Elden Ring and stuff. It's very similar. It's just, like, a different
Yeah,
perspective.
This is the one desperation attack that can actually kill you.
Oh, really? Okay.
But it's so obvious that, like, hopefully it wouldn't, right?
Right.
Okay, so after you grab this, just tantrum across the bridge. Oh, there just happened to be a bat in the way that's somewhat random.
This is ridiculous.
Zoe secretly wishing your death.
Of course. Oh, we got angry skulls. They're like water skulls. One moment. Just gonna lower the volume a tad. I think the game might be a little loud on chat's end. This game's kind of a little over the place in its audio. It's either
not
way
really
too...
helped by the fact that your files are slightly wrong anyway.
Sure.
I doubt it would affect the volume much.
Yeah.
I would argue that this stage is overall easier than either of the two before it.
Yeah,
But there is a lot to worry about.
no doubt. There's a lot of... I think this one is... It's very similar to some of the other stuff in this game with how they designed it, where it feels like the longer you take to do anything, the more you're punished for it. Okay, we're doing that. Okay, that's funny. Definitely feels like a lot of the game, it rewards you for just doing it faster. Like, staying around for too long seems to just be a thing that gets you killed in this.
Dracula X remake? No, this is the original.
Yep. Sure is the original.
And then you've got that Super Nintendo game for psychos, Dracula Double X, called Dracula X in the West. Well, in the US. In Europe, it was Vampire's Kiss, which I think is a much cooler name.
And did you do that one?
Yeah, I've done it.
Never again. You're like, once was enough for me, thanks.
I feel like a lot of the Clock Tower stages, oh, there's an enemy here, here, and here. And, like, committing that to memory.
Yeah. It's definitely not every game out there, but I do feel like a lot of them really just reward you for playing fast and aggressive. But it certainly varies.
It depends.
Sonic's definitely not one of those games. Also, rip again. I don't think I've seen that enemy before.
Nope. New stage, new enemies.
Such variety. Ugh.
I mean, it is actually a pretty varied game. You've only seen half of it.
It's true.
Well, a little over half.
Oh my gosh. Okay, we've got put down in our hole. This is a really bad place to be.
It is, but at least you've got whatever's in that Nestle Crunch there.
Yeah.
I guess it was some sort of borscht.
Maybe.
It looked like a bowl of something. See, I laughed because I knew that you would be in the worst position.
Oh. Okay. Wonderful.
They replaced this song with a song from a different Castlevania game in the remake.
Amazing. How the heck am I supposed to get that?
Well, if you had the Phoenix sub-weapon, it wouldn't be hard. Or as
Right.
Victor the Axe. Of course, you could also get up there and jump from there.
I was thinking that, yeah. Well, it seems it wants me to go down either way.
Yeah.
Get in the fun pit.
I would maybe...
Goodness. I have
Yeah,
not
I was
used...
considering that item crashing might have been good with the turtle there.
Yeah, I was thinking that after I died. The actual turtle ability itself doesn't seem terribly useful.
Yeah, there's a couple places it can be handy in specific boss fights, like to avoid something that would be difficult to avoid otherwise, but...
Yeah. Oh, right, you said to do this.
Yeah, it's considerably harder if you don't. Just watch out for bats. And like I told you, their positions are random, so sometimes there's just none, and occasionally one's in your face.
Or 2, like last time.
Or 2. In many Castlevania games, the Bat Bridge is the hardest part of the game, aside from bosses.
Oh, okay.
It's like one of the iconic set pieces that appears again and again.
Ah, intriguing. Oh, Skelly boy getting angry. Oh boy.
It's particularly bad in Castlevania 1 because the bats on the bridge are like literally the giant bat boss from stage 1. Complete with all that health and everything, so like fighting them is pretty futile.
Right.
So, the gear.
I see. Also heart. Okay.
You can also get some health by destroying its eggs.
Ooh.
Cat.
There wasn't a cat in there last time. Guess it's a bit random.
Shouldn't be, but...
There was a heart last time, if I recall.
Well, you probably already had a cat then.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
You can't pick up a sub-weapon you already have. It'll be converted to a large heart, and if somehow, under some circumstances, it can happen, you get 2 of the same sub-weapon on screen, then after you pick one up, like, the other will end up turning into a heart shortly after.
That's neat.
If you try to swap between them, like, you'll drop a heart instead of the sub-weapon, or something like that.
Okay. Oh my goodness. You're doing all kinds of things here, huh? So what do key do?
Well, you did see a locked door.
Was
On the way.
on the way.
Further.
Yeah. I don't know if I did see that.
Well, then you'll have trouble missing it this time, because you'll be looking for it. It's really hard to miss, I assure you.
Okay.
Wee! Wee!
We're having fun.
Wee!
They're just enjoying things, having a good time.
There's a lot of health in this stage, actually.
Yeah. Surprisingly generous. Oh, there it is. Ooh. Oh, it's Lady, right?
Ooh, it's a lady.
Maria!
Woman detected.
Are you all right, Maria? Yeah, I'm just fine because I have the same vampire hunter's blood flowing in me as that man Richter. I think he's fighting someplace else right now. Richter's coming. Oh my! Looks like you hoped it wouldn't be me who came to save you. Oh no, that's not what I meant. Thank you very much, Maria. Come on, let's go home. Not yet. There's still something I have to do. You go back without me. I'm gonna beat that vampire to a bloody pulp. See ya! Maria! For heaven's sake, she can be as reckless as Richter.
Amazing. Oh, back to this.
Yeah, and if you're wondering, those rooms are empty if you ever try to go in them again.
I was figuring that would be the case because it's like when you unlock Maria. So I figured it'd apply to the other scenes that would be like that. But yeah, I did a different route when I had played this game before.
Mm-hmm.
I was dealing with
What
like
do
an
you
area that
remember?
had like It kept having these like stones that were or cannonballs or something, and there were the fleamen, and they were pushing them around or something, or running on them. I don't know, something like that. That's what I remember dealing with in one area. And there were a lot more of those knight dudes as well. That guy takes a while to die.
Yep. Item crash?
What does that do? That didn't
I'm
seem
not
useful.
sure anyone knows.
Seemed worthless.
Well, the initial attack helped you out, but the other part is a huge question mark.
Yeah.
Wakes up the windfish.
Good old windfish.
Ideal sub-weapon for the boss is 100% Phoenix.
Yeah. Oh, you can do that.
What the?
Well, there you go.
Okay.
You learned
Noted.
something.
That could have been bad.
It really could have been.
Still was.
It still was.
How many lives we got?
I don't know. How do we check?
Pause. One spare
One.
life. One additional Mario.
Yeah.
So you just want to double jump straight up and head to the left.
Okay.
Because it's not worth dealing with that.
Didn't seem like it. Oh, this is an unfortunate spot to put me.
Yep. This is the challenge of this stage, the fact that it checkpoints where it does.
Uh-huh. I could see that. We're doing some interesting things. It could be worse. Could be Scooby-Doo.
Really?
Scooby-Doo has some pretty mean checkpoints and spots. Most of the time it's pretty medicated, but like toward the end it got pretty ridiculous.
Medicated is always an interesting term. People call me medicated, and I'm absolutely not. So it must mean something different.
It must.
People say I'm one of the most medicated streamers. I don't know.
Now, can I do that again? I wonder.
Yeah, you probably just have to be far enough to the left.
There we go. Oh no. No, you're not worth it. I'm gonna keep going. You're not worth my trouble here.
So, yeah, you can just jump over there. That's good.
Awesome.
Priority is pick up the Phoenix.
Okay. There we go. Bird.
Cool.
Apparently that had health as well.
I think you broke something next to the torch that had the health.
Okay, maybe it was the spider web.
Piece of the wall.
Yeah. That's got symbols
With
on it.
Richter, you would destroy... Yeah, it's holy water.
Yeah.
You would destroy these blocks with each sub-weapon to get a different sub-weapon.
Okay. Yeah, I see that with the different symbols. Yeah, they match up nicely.
Now, with this boss, just be ready to dodge things by jumping a lot. And your target is Shaft. Yes, he's back.
Oh, that didn't take long.
Because of the frame rate, I literally cannot see him.
Oh.
It's funny.
Okay.
The sub weapon is more for the bats than anything.
Yeah, I could see that.
I promise you, this fight is actually not that hard compared to everything else you've been up against.
Okay.
It just looks like a lot. It's harder as Richter because he has trouble jumping over the behemoth without doing a backflip or
Right.
a really
Yeah,
precise jump.
The thing that I was thinking that would be the most thing with this boss is just having to go through the stage. That's
Yeah.
the main part that's the sore point, I guess. Yeah.
A lot of the stage isn't that hard once you've routed it. It's just really long.
Right. Yeah. It like this one's definitely on the longer side. There was some route I took with Richter when I played it before that was like of this length. So definitely not my first go on just long stage leading to a boss.
Ugh.
I'm gonna take a short break though after this raid.
Asha.
Hello, Asha. Welcome. Welcome, Raiders. What were you doing?
Those are always words that are painful to have said, right, as somebody raids, right?
Yes. Yes, they sure are. I need to go on a short break. Nothing too major. Just been 3 hours, so you know, need to do the human things real quick, and then we can get back to the video game. Okay, so you're doing a very
Asha was
similar
also
thing.
playing Rondo of Blood
Awesome.
with Kalamarichi.
That's pretty cool. I didn't know that was happening. That sounds awesome. Sounds
So
like a lot of fun.
Asha was also getting coached through Rondo, just like you are.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's a very fitting theme because you're getting more of that. That's great. So I will be back will be back in a short bit.
Kala.
Welcome, Kala.
yeah.
So I'm gonna just play old ass clips of that feature mostly my old model, and you can enjoy those. And then I will return with Sarah shortly.
Yes.
So, how about them current events, huh? How about all those, oh, well, shit. How about them Mets? Master Vampire? Not a master of martial arts like me, apparently. So much for that title. Why can't Doom Guy jump? That's the real question. Right, so the cage just went up on its own volition. Oh, I get it. I figured it out. Right, so there's a gimmick with this. It's not related to the switch. It happens whenever you walk over this. So I'm not sure how you uncage it, though. That brings it up, right? So these are their own things. Got it. So the trick is it's not just flipping the switches, it's getting on these things. There's like a pressure point thing that they don't make obvious. So the cage comes down as soon as I walk on this. Like, it's like, it just keeps doing it over and over again. It's like a perpetual loop. It's like a hell loop. Maybe I can sprint fast enough for something. No, that's pretty quick. I don't know if you can move that fast. This has been an experience. What? Okay. Whatever. I don't have any words for that. Good. Just apologies though if I'm like not the type of streamer that, you know, does the whole, oh wow, I'm so scared. Oh no, I'm just gonna scream and oh man, that scared me so badly. Oh, I jumped. I'm gonna piss my pants. Oh no, I peed my pants. Is this a good opportunity to use this weapon? Maybe. Oh, that's a good weapon. I see it has a wide range. Maybe you can try it like this. Oh. Okay, let's see if this works. No. Oh, it does. Okay.
Yeah. Oh my god, that. What the?
Is that right? I don't think that's right. Oh, fucking Ashley. This is not what I had planned. It's not what I normally would do. Oh, did she die? Very close. Well, we almost got it. We almost got it. I thought that would kill her. I'm a little surprised that doesn't. Why'd that happen? I'm pretty sure this is what quick save was built for, but I'm pretty sure it's an instant kill. Yep. It is. It is an instant kill. The hell? What is this bug? I have never seen this before. This is... What is going on with my hands? The actual fuck is this Cronenberg shit? That's a new one. We got all this food and cabbage and potions. Let's take all the cheese wheels. It's essential.
You're the best. Can you be my mother?
Fucking mods, man. They're so fucking funny. Yeah, get wrecked. Yeah, that's how I'm supposed to do it, right?
Hey, Appa.
Oh, Aang looks creepy.
Katara said she would go penguin sledding with me before training today.
A lot of people don't know this, but these tiny mantis dudes, you don't have to shoot them. You can just crush them with your feet. A lot of people don't know that you can do that. It's not a mod or anything. You can do that in like the vanilla game. Much nicer house. A little dark up in this section. The fuck did I just pick up? What am I doing? Okay. Feed.
Hello.
We are back. She's got M&Ms. You know, that's the funniest thing about anytime those clips show up for Skyrim is just you can play as Tifa. I mean, yeah, with mods. If you mod the game severely enough, you can absolutely do that. I hope everybody enjoyed a good break and that you did your self-care stuff as well. I hope you have your own M&Ms. Peanut butter M&Ms are better. But, you know, M&Ms are still M&Ms and they're good. There's no getting around this fact. It's just the way things are. Oh, another raid. Many raids today. Greetings. Hello, everybody. So what were you up to, Captain? What was your stream of choice today? I see JD as a raider once more. JD doing the multi-stream drifting techniques. As we sometimes do around here. Mech Warrior 5 Mercenaries, okay. Ah, yes, your collab. Yes, I remember this being mentioned. And then,
They do this like every week, so.
okay. I gotcha, I gotcha. You're allowed to watch now, yeah. It's allowed, it's mandated. Well, it's some kind of a game
Doesn't look
over
like a
screen.
Castlevania game over screen. I assure you it is. See?
Yeah, it says your Castlevania. Right. Gotta use the tantrum technique. What I find interesting about this slide is it doesn't work as well if you mash the button.
Yeah, go figure.
It actually works a lot better if you time it with the rhythm. Accidental cat. Oh no. Well, at least this stage has health. So theoretically I can re-up. Can you just get grinded by those gears?
Nope.
Okay.
They can't hurt you.
Oh. Okay. A lot of movement there. We're off to an excellent
The
start.
harpy reacts to your own moves and attacks.
Oh. Is that what we're up to?
Like it tries to fly backwards to get away from your attacks, for example.
Okay. At least it dies in one hit.
Yeah. It goes, wee!
Yeah, we.
Wee.
We.
I think there's an F at the start there. It's like, wee!
That'd be pretty good. I can't say I'm a huge fan of the skull water fellas. They're so
Same.
abundant. What? Hitboxes are a bit weird. Oh,
Yeah.
come on.
Those weird water gears there. Water wheels. They're called water wheels, Sarah.
Hey, it's all right. You can call them other things.
What if I called it a hydrocog?
That works. Hydrocock actually in some ways might be a better name.
Hey, Bearwolf.
Hey, welcome in. I was kind of wanting to get that other stuff, but I guess I accidentally went through the door. Oh well.
Hmm. Well, you know what they say. When life closes one door, God says, screw you, you're not getting any more doors.
Yeah, that's true. I do remember that in the Bible.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Gordon.
I'm sure you can visibly tell how stressed I am.
Yeah. So much fun with bones. Oh, ding. I got a credit.
That was a 1-up. No, you gotta rest.
I gotta rest. Ugh. I should have taken the other way. This way sucks. This sucks, actually. Hit the bricks.
Well, you're not gonna get back there, no. So, oh, you mean through there? Yeah.
Yeah. But he's just
through
following.
the left thing, yeah.
He's just following
Yeah,
me
he's
now.
following. Once he aggroes, that's that. I would just throw a cat over there. Huh, you're fine.
I got him.
Of course, you might notice that, generally speaking, I tend to suggest solving most situations with cats. So.
Yeah. Makes sense. The logic checks out. Bird up. Most situations. This time is not the situation
I think
for
it's
cat.
the corner of, I think what you need to break to get the health is, like, the corner of that wall there.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So basically, you want to be hitting shaft whenever you can, but otherwise you can use the Phoenix to clear out the path above you from bats and crap.
Yeah. I guess we'll see how this goes. Shaft kind of seemed like he was just kind of ghost Shaft.
Yeah, it is the ghost of Shaft. Which is funny, because then he comes back again in Symphony.
Oh yeah, that guy. I kind of forgot about that guy.
Yeah, the behemoth is the most damaging part of the fight, but the fire from the... Basically, he's throwing bosses at you and enemies that you've already beaten.
Oh,
But
that's cool.
also, they are actually dead already, so you've got, like, the zombie behemoth and the skull dragon.
Oh. What a shame.
What a shame.
It is. What I should have tried to do is that special attack. I don't even know what the bird one is. I don't know if I've ever tried
Oh, you
it.
mean the item crash.
Yeah.
See, when you said special attack, I thought you meant the other one.
No, I can't do that.
The
I'm
bird one-
incapable.
The Phoenix one, like, you grab onto the Phoenix and it's flying, and fire rains down.
Okay. And what are your thoughts on it? Do you think that's any good?
It's good, but it may not be very useful in this situation.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. Now we know.
Well, I tried. Please hit. Oh my gosh, that's rude. Well timed.
You can always try, Yams. You can try.
Well, that wasn't so bad. You were right. On it, it's really the stage in some ways that feels
Tough
like
day.
the real boss.
Anyone else hungry?
The Brink of Death final. Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, now
You were about to walk off a cliff. Okay, so there's a staircase here.
in the staircase. Oh, fuck.
Good job.
Thanks. I did it myself. Okay. I was trying to get up there a little faster, and she didn't want to do that, and she died instead. Okay.
You see, in Castlevania 1, there was a glitch where you could just keep going up the stairs to Dracula into a glitchy, messed up room, and then you'd basically just never be able to get out again. And in most of the games since, there has been some sort of reference to that room above Dracula's room.
That's fun. Well, I'm prepared to be here for 3 hours.
Well, you're Maria, so I think that's unlikely.
Okay.
Yes, that is the origin, Burr.
We're getting schooled today. Can't damage yet.
Historically, he can only be hit in the head. There's occasional exceptions, but
Oh, that's weird.
largely it tends to hold true.
Okay, you just do that. That's neat.
I spill my drink.
Ha 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 ha. He's having a good time. We're all laughing, having a good time.
Give me power!
Everything must.
Yeah, everything must is from Castlevania The Adventure Rebirth.
Yeah, that's what I remembered.
Good, 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 good.
So, is this like a gag when you play as Maria?
It is significantly harder as Richter, it's true.
Okay. Well, I'm a little shocked.
But the fight is the same.
Okay.
Good job, gamer.
Thank you. I mean, I guess if I'm giving myself some credit, I had some good
He was a good
dodges.
man. Once again,
What a rotten way to die.
The blood of Belmont has defeated me. Perhaps this, too, is part of my fate.
It's your fault for being so
Look
mean
at that
to
cat.
everyone.
Look at that.
It is not
Amazing.
by my own power that I am resurrected. It is the greed of humanity which calls me back. And thus, by might, I rule. Might becomes the one and only justice in this world.
I don't understand what that means. No matter how complicated you make it, a bad thing is still a bad thing.
She's right, you know.
So long as greedy humans exist, I shall be reborn. That's all you need to remember. You proved amusing to me. We shall meet again, Blood of Belmont.
What you think is so funny?
Dracula's always laughing. Dracula seems to know how to have a good time.
Yeah. Now observe as she takes a big fall, and it sounds like she's on steps the whole time.
Okay.
It's crumbling! Everyone, run for it! Quickly!
See, she's on steps right now, but
Yeah. I like how all the,
Now
like-
she's still on steps, apparently.
I like how all the items are there. That's funny.
Yeah. All of the guardian spirits.
All that deep Castlevania lore.
I just like that it goes to the part where she's just falling and it's still playing the steps sound the entire time.
Yeah,
And
it is good.
It uses separate CD audio tracks for Richter and Maria's cutscenes, so it's not like they couldn't have fixed that. They just didn't care.
Understandable. I get it. Got some jams. I'm sure the Richter one is far more metal and gritty and what the heck? Fucking baboon there.
Richter's is all like dun 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 the march.
I kind of got the impression that there's a bit of nuance to how these two characters work, where fighting the stuff I fought, I could kind of in my mind see some stuff being easier with Richter and vice versa. Like it kind of, there's a bit of an evens out sort of thing to this.
Yeah. Yeah, people like to say that Maria is easy mode, but there is stuff that is notably easier with Richter, and in general, the fact that you take so much damage as Maria is a pretty big downside.
Yeah, like I felt during that boss rush in particular, most of the time I could not afford to take any damage.
Yep.
But it's nice though that they have all the movement options to account for that. So like that was really cool. Like in general, I'm very positive on this game. Like the worst I could say about this game is on occasion, like it's a bit weird with the control scheme, but I'm sure that like, you know, when you play enough of these games, they kind of use a similar control scheme, right? So like I'm sure that you adapt to it a lot over time with that sort of thing.
Yeah, you
so
do.
like
You do.
you really get used to it. Because I understand the logic, right? Because these were like, you know, before we had all the extra buttons and stuff. So like it makes sense that they have it laid out the way that they do with these games.
Yeah.
Because, you know, these days it would just be a dedicated button, like, oh, you press the shoulder button or whatever, right? To use your thing, your sub weapon or whatever. So like makes sense. Yeah, a really cool game. I enjoyed that quite a lot. Very, like, in general, like, it is very shocking just how similar Classicvania is, like, to, like, you know, the stuff that came after it, like Dark Souls and Demon Souls and all that. Like, they really are, like, in many ways, just 3D Castlevania games, like, of these
That's
of this
how
type.
I feel about it, too.
Yeah, like, it's pretty blatant. It's very interesting. Because I don't hear that too often, right? Like you don't really hear that about these games in comparison to that. Like I hear about other stuff with like these games, right? Where it's like, oh, you know, a lot of stuff from Dark Souls is taken from Berserk and stuff. And, you know, that's true. But a lot of the gameplay is kind of just adapted from, you know, these games, which is really cool to me.
Yeah.
So yeah, very cool game. Very good stuff. I enjoy. I'm glad this didn't go on forever. I was really concerned. Like you have no idea, chat, how concerned I was that I would not be able to get this done in like one stream, let alone like 2 streams. So
I knew you would.
yeah, your help would definitely made a big difference with this, because just knowing kind of what could be an optimal choice for a sub weapon, you know, is really helpful. Because otherwise I might have chosen poorly. Here's a question though, right? This is something I noticed. So like all the sub weapons are completely different, right, between these two characters. So like, they all have their own different sets, right? Because I remember, Richter had his own stuff with like the axe and other things like that. It makes sense. It makes sense. So according to you, I've only seen like half the game then, right? Roughly.
Yeah.
I did see
a bit
some
over
of
half
it
the game.
before, technically, with this other route that I took that I didn't finish. But yeah.
If you want to see the rest of the game, I'll guide you.
Maybe another time. I don't know. It might be a little too much for me today.
I understand.
Yeah, I think I definitely would like to return to this at some point, but I don't think I have it in me to do like go terribly much longer.
Right.
But I'm definitely have had my fun with this one. So I guess I can submit my silly thing to Dot's thing. My
Yeah,
meager
you just have to
attempt.
remember to. You just have to remember to highlight the run and give a link to that.
Yeah. Yeah, I could do that. Thanks, Ari. And thanks, everyone, for the GGs. I was a little surprised how fast Dracula went. I was expecting, like, bigger phases and stuff. So that was a little...
Yeah, well, maybe when you play Dracula X Chronicles.
Oh dear. Yeah, that's... Maybe someday if I really want to become a sicko. Maybe I will.
Well, Dracula X Chronicles is the remake of this game. The Sickos game is the one that's called Dracula X in the US. Just Dracula X.
Gotcha. The so like you've basically, like, I guess in your own way you would say you've mastered this game, right? So you've kind of like
in my own way. Like,
yeah.
I still have a ways to go considering I haven't gotten my Deathless run, even though, like, with how much I've played the game in the past, I've probably gotten a Deathless run in the past without even thinking about it, but
yeah,
it's
that's
one of those situations.
I totally get it. Let's scoot yourselves over to the other screen. Let's
Gotcha. I could just stay down here.
If you want to, you could. It's very possible. Me switch my input so I can actually control my model. Whoa. Hey, have you guys seen my model before? It's really neat. Wow. Look. Wow. Amazing.
I mean, I can do that.
Yeah, we can be smaller. Wow, cool. Hey chat, if you toggle the pants, you'll get a treat. It'll be fun. You toggle the pants. This is the one rare time where you can use this redeem and it will do something. And it won't just be a joke. But yeah. You're not brave enough. Cowards. Yes, the shoes. Oh my gosh. The shoes.
They don't seem to be going for it, Masumi.
No, they're not going for it. Oh, someone went for it. Hey, why didn't that work? Hey, that redeem broke. That's interesting.
Oh no.
Oh, it's okay. I have a backup.
The redeem was a lie all along, huh?
It shouldn't be. It was working before. I'll have to look into that later.
Also, there's an emote stuck down in the bottom corner.
Yeah, there sure is. That's the camera trickery. That's the camera trickery. We got that emote. That sad emote. Well, chat. How'd you like your Rondo? I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed Maria. It was pretty cool. I beat a video game. You know how often it is, chat, that I get to beat a video game in one stream?
Not very often, huh?
It's not very often, unless it's like Donkey Kong Country or Mario World or something. Not many GameCube games. Not many GameCube games actually take one stream. It's really cool when that happens. But it's not every day. Hey, did you know, guys, that I have a blue sky? Wow. If you go to that link and you follow me, you can keep up to date on the things that I do, and you'll know when I go live. And I sometimes creamy post, and I what else do I do? I talk about things and I show clips from my streams sometimes. Wow, amazing. And then you can follow Sarah Lene on her blue sky, and what can we expect from your posting there? What amazing, cool, wondrous things.
I'm a cat.
You're a cat. Maybe that's all we need. Maybe we just need cat posting. You know what you should do? You should go through your backlog of fry photos and you should just post those on Blue Sky.
Maybe I should.
I think
feel like
people
would enjoy that.
People would enjoy that, and they need to see more pets on Blue Sky. There was somebody, the lead developer of Sulaco, that cool boomer shooter in development. He posted his cool lizard, and his lizard was really cool, and everybody like retweeted it, and it got a lot of likes. And he was like, "Why is everybody liking this lizard?" And it's like, "Well, he's a good boy. What more do you need?"
Lizard meta.
Lizard meta, and I believe there, the cat meta is very strong. It's, it's very powerful. Cats are pretty cool.
I was a cat before it was cool.
That's probably true. I think I can believe that. So, chat, I think with that, the only other thing I can promote is my Discord. Wow, I have a Discord. Holy moly, amazing. We have a double command for that for some reason.
Has a Discord?
I have a Discord, and if you want to join it to get notifications of when I go live and continue the conversation elsewhere, you can do that. It's like I'm reading this off of a paper or something. It's really cool.
Oh God.
I'm not doing that. Don't worry. I
Masumi
just know that I
has a
see a lot of that.
teleprompter. I'm looking right at it.
You're looking right at it. She's found me out. It's all over. All right. So I think it's time to do a raid. And what better person to choose a raid than you, Sarah Lene? Unless you don't want to, and I can just pick somebody. Either's fine.
I'm looking.
This is almost like waiting music.
How about Scampers?
Cherry Scampers. Obtain Rat. Right. Awesome. Right. That sounds great. That is an excellent idea. Thanks everyone so much for coming by, for watching me play these video games. Thanks for the follows. Very much appreciated. Thank you, Sarah Lene, for joining me on this adventure and helping me. You were of great aid in this venture.
We've got more collabs coming up.
We do have another thing coming up. I don't know if you want to talk about it now or you want to wait. I don't care.
Well, we do have something coming up, and believe me, it sounds like fun.
It does sound like fun. There might be some interesting fun things happening. You're very welcome, Dan. I'm glad to provide entertainment. I'm glad that we could do this for the peoples at their various places.
Oh, looks like Scampers might be ending, actually.
Oh. Okay. So...
Yeah, she's raiding.
Okay.
So, let's see.
I see two excellent options.
I guess we could raid Emma.
That's what I was thinking. The only other person I saw was Code Channel, but she's probably going to end because she's been streaming for over 10.5 hours. So...
That's rough.
It's her choice. She does that. That's what she does. Yeah, good old Gamma Chris. Gamma Chris is really cool. And Gamma Chris is playing Castlevania Bloodlines, which sounds... Yeah. I've seen this game played a decent bit, and it looks pretty hard, but also kind of cool. It's just weird.
I think it's easier than it looks, but like there's specific tricks that make it easier, and a new player is not going to figure those out on their own.
Yeah, that's kind of the impression I got from it. A lot of cool tech, though. A lot of really cool tech behind that. Like just the sprite work and all that.
One of my favorites is that like if you're playing as Eric and you do his like jumping, his like spear leap thing, you basically get iframes doing that, so you can use that to really cheese the game.
That's cool. That sounds fun. All right, everybody, I'm going to press the raid now button later on. Farewell.
Oh, I'm glad you had fun.